Hi guys! Today I'm going to be showing you 10 super easy yet fun science experiments with things that you most likely already have somewhere around your house. On to the first thing. For this paper towel train, you will need 3 cups. As you can see, the 2 on the side are full of water and the one in the middle is empty. You're going to take a folded up piece of paper towels and put them along sides like this. You can see that the water is slowly going up and then it's going to go down into this cup in the center. Be patient, this may take a while. When it is done, it may look like this with 3 cups full. For this pencil through a bag science experiment, you will need a plastic bag full of water and pencils. Make sure they are sharp though. It's very simple. Just poke the pencil through the bag and you'll start to notice that the bag doesn't leak for a while. You can even do multiple pencils and see how many it takes till the bag starts to drip water. It is also quite satisfying to pierce through the plastic. To do this disappearing salt trick, you will need a cup, some water, and obviously salt. Fill the cup up with water. Make sure you fill it up all the way, slowly, so that it doesn't drip. It is filled to the very top, so it can't hold a single drop more of water. When you near the top, start adding the water in very slowly so you can make sure you fill it to the very top. Now that it is all the way full, take some salt and slowly sprinkle it onto the top of the water. A cup that can't hold a drop more of water, how much salt will it be able to hold? Keep adding in salt until you notice that it can't hold any more and the water overflows out of the cup. Also, as you can see, this is a clear cup so that you can see what is going on inside. It is the best type of cup, so if you have that, you can use it. As you can see, by now there is a lot of salt inside the water. If the water shouldn't be able to hold the salt, where's the salt going? Is it disappearing? As you can see, some water has overflowed. Look at all this salt. If you want to know just how much salt there is, leave it out on a sunny day to evaporate. To make this explosion, we're using vinegar, baking soda, and dish soap. You will need an empty baking pan. Make sure it has rim around the end so that all of the foam will collect inside and there won't be a big mess. Now take a small container that's tall so that the explosion can be done inside that. Now measure out 4 tablespoons of baking soda into the container. Now add 1 teaspoon of dish soap to your baking soda mixture. Pour it in and try to get everything out. If you can't, that's fine. Now, time to add in the vinegar. There is no real measurement for the vinegar, but about half a cup will work. I decided to add it little by little so that the explosion will be not too intense. For a second explosion, pour in more vinegar. This floating marker experiment is really simple. All you need is a plate and a dry erase marker. Do note that not all dry erase markers work for this experiment. Now all you have to do is draw something onto the plate. Now, slowly pour in water. Once you pour enough, you'll start to notice that it moves and then it floats. I'm going to use this stick to attempt to play with it. Do note that it's very fragile. To make a s'mores oven, you will start out with a cardboard box. It is just a regular cardboard box. And now, I'm going to line it with aluminum foil so that the heat will stay inside. Once there's aluminum foil around the entire thing, take a black piece of paper, slide it in the inside. Now I have a treat inside, a marshmallow with 2 chocolate chips on it so that I can put it inside my s'more once it melts. Place your treat inside. Now make sure it's on a paper plate as it may melt. Now using some plastic wrap, put all over the front of it. This way heat will not escape and it will be trapped inside the oven. When it is done, it will look something like this. And now the oven is ready. To make your treat heat up, place it outside on a sunny day, preferably above 80 degrees. This next science experiment is slime with only two ingredients. First, take a bowl and a spoon and pour some glue in. Now add in some laundry detergent. I found that the brand Tide makes the best slime. Pour in a little, and once it starts to form together, then you can add just a little bit more so that it becomes slime. Once you can see that it's no longer sticky, start kneading it by taking it out of the bowl and into your hands. Knead it for about a minute so that it becomes smooth, stretchy, and not sticky. Oobleck is similar to slime, but it is not the same thing. First, add in some cornstarch into your bowl. Now, pour in some water to your cornstarch. Stirring it may be a little bit hard, but just don't go too aggressively. Add more water until the starch is completely soaked. Now you can see that it might be hard to go, but should be fine. This cool bending water experiment is actually super simple. First, take a faucet and a comb that's been aggressively combed through everyone's hair. Put it right next to the water and you'll notice that the water slowly bends. Make sure not to touch the water with the comb. You can see that when the water is clear and thin, it doesn't work as well. This unique way of popping a balloon will allow you to slide the pin all the way through it. Make sure it's centered like this one, or else it will just pop. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye.